And then if I'm doing, well, either of these things, so diffusing it is fine. I mean, I know you guys have a lot of incense, and that's actually another thing I'm wondering about, the difference between using something as a diffuser, which I do a lot,
Yeah,
as opposed to using as an incense.
they would overlap a bit. They would overlap a bit. I would say that the incense is probably a little bit better of cleaning up the aura and the environment, where the diffuser is a little bit better at going. It still cleans up the aura and the environment, but it's a little bit better at going deeper in like if you're using, one of these things that we're talking about, going deeper into the person that you're working on. And so
Okay.
the incense is probably a little bit better for you, like when you're doing healing, because it's going to keep the contamination down. But for that other person, it will help you when you're cleaning up their field. But when you're going deeper, the diffusing actually would be a little bit stronger.
Okay. And then day to day, same idea.
Yeah, I mean we do both, but I mean we burn a lot of incense. Like that's how we
Yeah.
start our morning, because you're kind of shedding off the sleep. And then like we have segments of the day where, I'm bottling or we're answering emails or this, but then there'll come a point where it's like, okay, I have to do, because I have a bunch of writing that I have to do every week. So at some point I was like, okay, I'm stepping away from the bottling and I come in to write. And so like when I do that, I usually burn a stick of incense to like shed what I was doing before, and then I'm able to focus on like, okay, it's time to write now. And
Yeah.
so I'll usually burn a stick or two like later in the day, like around 3 or 4 o'clock. And so I would
Hmm.
just integrate it into your schedule of like how you have your day segmented. And then, you
Yeah.
know, incense is such a great way to purify without having to do a lot of heavy lifting. And so
Yeah.
I would just make that a
And
little
I
bit.
usually, so yeah, I usually don't use them a lot, but I'm starting to get
Yeah,
my, yeah. So I'm
yeah,
starting to add these as well. Okay.
yeah. Good.
And then